kept plowing through multiple vehicles to try to escape this police pursuit. So at least 10 vehicles, by our count, just from watching this unfold live, have been hit by this truck.
If you guys are just joining us right now, you're watching live breaking news. Maryland State Police are in pursuit of a roadside assistance vehicle that was carjacked around 5:50 this evening from the Kiss and Ride lot at I-95 in Beltsville. They've been following this driver all over parts of Prince George's County, this Beltsville, Calverton
I don't know where we
area,
are, people. We're somewhere outside of Washington,
communities,
D.C.
in and out
Give me a second here to
a
get
business
going.
parking lot, a gas station parking lot, and the pursuit continues right now in this residential neighborhood.
At this point, it looks like the truck is stopping now.
Nope,
as you
just
can
backing
see
up.
now from Chopper 4, after driving through the community. Okay, now it's moving again, but for a while,
people, it's going to take me a minute to get going here.
Stopping or can't move anymore.
Can't see the chat. I'll tell you when I can see.
As we continue to watch this, we can let you know that it's not just state police anymore. Montgomery County Police and Prince George's County Police, which is where this is happening, have all joined in this pursuit. We don't know who is inside the vehicle. We don't know their reason.
Got to connect to internets that aren't mine. Pursuit trees all over the place. Bear with me.
Is this the Priscilla Drive? Is this the Silver Spring? This is Silver Spring, Maryland. I'm sorry, it's
Silver Spring, Maryland.
Near White Oak, Maryland. Okay, so we've seen
now I've
this
got the
person
chat
cross over
loaded. I
now
can
from
see
Prince
people.
George's County into Montgomery County.
What
We've
we
hit
do
10
understand
people.
is that we've watched the truck not only ram into a police cruiser, causing significant damage, go the wrong way into oncoming traffic, but hit multiple vehicles as the driver tried to
It's a Maryland chase.
Police. At least 10 vehicles by our count.
Can you guys hear me okay?
Before.
I don't have my microphone. This Dodge Charger has hit 10 vehicles so far as we're just going live here. Silver Spring, Maryland, outside of D.C. It's a hijacked roadside
At some point,
assistance
we know there
truck.
were multiple police vehicles that were pursuing this. At first, it was state police, but we know that Montgomery County Police and Prince George's County Police have all now joined this pursuit. This, again, Priscilla Drive
in Silver Spring, Maryland,
What's
which
up,
is
people?
Montgomery
I can see
County.
the chat now.
So the driver crossed from Prince George's County because the
We're not. I don't know if we're parked as much as we are
Kiss and
waiting.
Ride along Route 1. And
Just
then
joining us. Don't have footage of it. Maybe they'll show a replay, but this person has hit 10 cars so far.
Neighborhoods and
hijacked roadside assistance, started in D.C., ending up in Silver Springs, Maryland.
Trying to escape police, and now is in Silver Spring, Maryland. We know that Maryland State Police pursued, you mentioned Prince George's County and Montgomery County, all joining forces to try to investigate what's going on here, because now the driver is stopped on Priscilla Drive in Silver Spring, and we don't see the police at this point and what vantage point they have.
I guess they do tracking mode in places other than Los Angeles.
Priscilla Drive is not a long street there, and it ends in this cul-de-sac right here.
It's crazy that it's pitch black there.
One way out, and that would
here
be
in
Cedar
Hawaii,
Hill Drive
it is
right
1:20.
And if
it is
police
not
are
pitch
blocking
black,
Cedar
to say the
Hill,
least.
there's no place else for this truck to go on the road itself. Now, we saw it drive through grass. We saw it drive through parking lots, so it's unclear if that's what would happen next. But it looks like Priscilla Drive, not a long street there. There are approximately a dozen homes that line each side of this community.
There was a chase this morning in L.A. at 6 a.m. That stew was over. It was a 15-minute chase.
To find out exactly
there was a foot pursuit and everything.
It looks like the driver is on the move. Oh, no. The driver is now moving the truck again. I thought perhaps
truck
the driver
is on the move.
Left
it felt like waiting,
truck, but no.
It's waiting.
After
now we're off.
For what? At least 5 minutes now, a few minutes, and start.
I don't know if they have night suns in Silver Springs, Maryland, people. We have no Eliana Moreno. We're kind of on our own.
Truck driver.
NBC News affiliate.
Roadside assistance truck.
I think he just hit that tree. There are cops everywhere that he's just navigating through and around.
Police vehicles that are trying to stop the truck as it continues to escape police at this rate. And they've tried different strategies. They're trying to deploy spikes to try to puncture the tires to get that truck to stop.
While he was waiting,
plowed through different vehicles.
Is that wrong side of the road?
Police.
Well, he was waiting in that cul-de-sac. They should have put, if this was Los Angeles, they would have put spike strips at the end of the street there.
Silver Hill. No, this is going to be Columbia Pike. For those of you that are familiar, that's.
Does anyone lives in the DC area know what Columbia Pike is? Because that's what we're on right now.
The move.
We've got sparks coming out of the back right. All sorts of sparks coming out.
As you can see,
I think we're dragging something
there. Plenty of people heading home right now. No idea what's going on here. But you can see police also in some of the northbound lanes there. But this tow truck, this roadside assistance truck is once again on the move, and I don't see many cars there. So I wonder if police got in this area and they've shut it down.
That's my question, whether police have had enough time to alert other drivers or other exit points along Route 29, because it is a major thoroughfare.
Of course, there's never traffic during a police chase. People, we know this.
There,
so
doesn't matter what city we're in.
They were deploying the spike strips, which
I haven't seen a single car on the road yet. Maybe because they did stop traffic.
Blow out the tires, but we don't know right now. But he could be
Young Gerald says that he's a Marylander checking in. Do you know where we are right now? Because I see a police airship overhead.
He's approaching traffic on Route 29 with police behind him. And at this rate, the driver has plowed through at least 10 other vehicles during this pursuit. And now it looks like one of the cruisers is gaining on the driver of this carjacked truck. Look, you can see the cars on the left-hand side there.
Definitely
trying
dragging
to get out of the path of this
cord
truck.
of some kind.
Sending
sparks up in the air makes it kind of dangerous. Going through a yellow light there. At least we don't have.
That it just crossed over. This has been going on now for
at least we don't have
30 or 40 minutes.
3-star chase now, people.
If you're watching right now, just joining us,
because of how many cars
we've got Chopper 4 up live over the scene.
News Chopper 4 DC edition in the air.
Carjacked.
You can see several police airships.
You can see the
whatever the Maryland Pike is
out of the back of this truck. A chain.
The wheel just come off?
Chain that's dragging on the ground.
Is that what that was?
Okay. The driver
I think a tire just came
lost
off.
A tire because police are
trying
to deploy different
saying that in
strategies to stop the
news
truck
deck right now.
The
news desk, that the tire came off.
Now
we're about to run over a telephone pole. Look at this, guys. Oh my God.
And he crashed into a cruiser.
On the curb, going through what was a red light, turns green, but I think he lost.
This answers our question.
These Dodge Chargers, don't they have double tires?
Don't
the assistance trucks have double tires for this exact reason?
This truck just drove right up onto the sidewalk or along the shoulder there, drove around those cars at that intersection, and is still headed south right now on 29.
Passing other vehicles right now, passing brake lights, as we see from Chopper 4. We see it's not far from a residential area and some businesses too.
Looks like it's coming up here. We see a gas station there to the right. What's sort of frustrating,
My
I think,
guess
as we're watching
is
this, you can
that
see there are other cars out
there
there
are 8
on the road.
total
They have
tires
no idea
on
what's
this
going on. And
XL Dodge
this
Charger.
truck is
The assistance
already
trucks are
shown.
usually doubled up. We're wrong side of the road now, people. It does not matter. Wrong side of the road. Cross the median there. That's an elevated median. He's already hit 10 cars. That front left is down. For sure down. We got a Katy Perry challenge. Just ran over that car. Just ran over another vehicle. Oh my God. Demolition Derby. Demolition Derby.
Okay.
T-bones that car. That's about 14 total cars he's hit now.
Wooded area now. I mean, a gas
just drove into a bunch of trees.
Next to that gas station parking lot. It looks like perhaps police are moving in. It looks like it's kind of trapped.
There's no way he gets out of this. He's got no tread on the front right.
The drivers, you can see police approaching him.
Going to the driver's side window.
5 police officers with guns
moving
drawn
in, guns drawn.
Approaching the driver of this carjacked roadside assistance truck. They are trying to break the windows.
I think he Troy Jenkins this one.
And hopefully this will bring this to.
He just clipped like 4 or 5 cars right there before getting taken into custody.
The vehicle stopped right here.
We have K9 units approaching as well.
Yes. They're still trying to get the driver out. The
Somebody
driver
say
is
K9?
not coming out at this point.
We're counting at least 6 now officers approaching this roadside assistance truck that was carjacked at the Kiss and Ride in Beltsville just before 6 p.m. this evening. You can see police officers using the baton
to break
They're breaking
open
the glass.
The passenger side window right now.
Haven't gotten them out yet. They're still trying to break the front window there, people.
Side window in an attempt to pull the driver, the person who's driving, out of the truck.
Oh, the one officer's using his hands now to get in. try to push that window in now
in.
that they've broken the glass.
Typically, vehicles like this have a super safety glass on them. Most vehicles do that, which is making it even harder for the police officers to get inside that vehicle.
But this driver has endangered the lives of so many people who've been driving.
Looks like they have the passenger door open.
Okay, he's going. Okay, the police officers. It looks like they're going into the passenger side to get access to
the
driver. For
real, what kind of glass can take a police baton like that?
They're going in through the driver's side as well right now, still trying to get the driver out of this truck so this truck can't go any further.
I don't know if they're going to show a replay or not, but he hit easily when he came across the median. He was sideswiping, and he T-boned that final car, that final Dodge Charger. Doors open.
I mean, this is at Burnt Mills Park by the Trader Joe's. If any of you are familiar with this area at all,
no more Doge.
Multiple police officers. It took multiple
police
officers. They have the driver on the ground right now after pursuing this vehicle for roughly 30, 40 minutes. They finally stopped him after this vehicle crashed into multiple cars that started on the Kiss and Ride lot along I-95 in Beltsville. We are now in Silver Spring,
Maryland. To see if they're going to show us a replay.
We have seen this vehicle do so much damage to so many vehicles.
If you're just joining us now, we are following breaking news. These are live images from Chopper 4 as police have now put in custody a driver who carjacked a roadside assistance truck from the Kristen Ride in Beltsville, took police on a pursuit through Beltsville, the Calverton neighborhood, and ended up in Silver Spring, Maryland. This is Silver Spring at the Burnt Mills Park. And in this pursuit, the driver not only hit a police cruiser causing significant damage, but went on the wrong side of the road and crashed into more than 10 vehicles before coming to a stop.
And once it did finally come to a stop right here, police were able to come out on foot, surround this vehicle. They had K9 units out. They used their batons to break the glass on the driver's side and the passenger side. Eventually, they were able to get in. They pulled the driver from from behind the steering wheel. He is on the ground right there on the driver's side. We're still waiting to find more details. What led to this? What caused this driver to go on, to carjack this vehicle and then to continue on this very, very dangerous path through 2 counties today?
And what we've seen,
the weather is tremendous.
Deploy different strategies to try to get the driver to stop. Not only the spikes in the road that potentially damage the tires to this truck, but tried to block in the
Everyone's
truck
asking
at
for the morning LA
at points when he was trying to.
I watched it, but I'm happy to run it back with you guys.
But the driver kept going
8 minutes
and continued to crash into other vehicles and kept police at bay at this rate. And what we do see is that police didn't try to crash into this truck, even though the driver of this truck crashed into a cruiser, and there were at least 5 chasing it at one point.
Oh, wow.
Along
I got a better angle for you guys. Skyfox has it. Oh, my God.
This vehicle itself, this roadside assistance vehicle, is a large, heavy vehicle, and it would have been difficult for just a regular police cruiser or even some of the police SUVs to stop this vehicle.
Give me a second, guys. I'm going
this vehicle caused significant damage to multiple cars, people who were driving along the roads that had no clue this was happening. We saw this, the driver go into oncoming traffic, crashing into the cars coming toward him, cars on the side of him, just trying to get away from police.
This angle
Once the driver ended up in this wooded area behind Burnt Mills Park, that's where the Trader Joe's is. It's not far from the White Oak area, heading south on 29. The driver would not open the doors. The driver was surrounded by police officers, multiple police officers with guns drawn, but they had to break into the window. They came from both sides, broke the windows before pulling
downloading
the
video
driver
instead of
out
switching
and
it
putting
over, so
him
just
in
bear
custody.
with me, people.
You know how you've probably seen over the years car chases along the highway in California. This isn't something we see every day in D.C. and
Shout
it's
out
kind
to
of one of those
California.
situations that you can't look away from. It was very frightening. This is the height of rush hour. You know what traffic is like all around our region. And to watch this vehicle weave in and out of traffic, in and out of parking lots and situations where civilians, regular everyday people were going about their everyday lives. This was an incredibly dangerous situation. And thank goodness it has come to an end right here.
This driver will potentially face several charges, not just from the carjacking of the roadside assistance truck to begin with, but the police pursuit is in play here, and the fact that The driver crashed into a police cruiser and caused significant damage, and then crashed into dozens of cars.
It should not be this
went into
difficult, people. I'm
oncoming
sorry.
traffic. And the fact of the matter is, this situation could have been much worse. We don't even know how many people could be injured as a result of this police chase.
Let's bring in Tessa Hall right now. She's live on Chopper 4 right now. And Tessa, you've been watching this as it began. Give us an idea of what you're seeing from your vantage point and what it was like watching this unfold.
It was absolutely crazy because we were following it all the way from US 1 in the Beltway. And it seemed as though he was trying to avoid people at first.
Why is this so difficult?
And then as he got more boxed in, he got more desperate.
Okay, now I got it.
When he started ramming people,
This is not Ileana Moreno, so I'm going to mute her, and then I'm going to load this video.
Dodging him there. They're trying to get out of his way, but obviously, look, oh wow, still there, causing damage to a number of cars, making contact and just ramming into several cars. All right, gosh, just hit that car head on. And now he's in the grass.
He's stuck between some trees. Let's see if...
Again, this is southbound on Route 29, Columbia. Dodging him there. They're trying to get out of his...
That is crazy. You see that back of that bed just bouncing around, sideswipe, boom, just grab every car that he contacts, just like hooked into them, just carrying so much momentum. He's doing like 5 miles an hour, but this Dodge Charger is so heavy. Drives to the back left quarter panel one more time, back left quarter panel, boom, boom. Oh, just knocking them down like bowling pins. Right? All right. So that's it for this chase. Do you guys want to watch the final minutes of the chase from this morning? It's a quickie. If there's enough people that want to, I'll be happy to show you. It looks like a lot of you, I wouldn't have been up for it anyway. It was at 6 o'clock in the morning. Give me a second. Fox. This is a Stu Mundell chase. Okay, so let's do this. We'll
he following me, and this driver was making
the sights and sounds of Stu Mundell
underneath the bridge. You saw the LAPD helicopter just flew through the shot as well, but we'll keep an eye on it. Maybe he's going to meet another friend, and this time we won't be able to see that rope-a-dope swap. But again, the suspect keeping law enforcement and Skyfox on our toes this morning.
Early. Sorry, there's just so much okay.
He ran out to the left of the freeway. That's what everybody's telling me. Law enforcement, the only is going to be the LAPD helicopter.
Okay, we'll pick it up from right here when he pulls into the gas station. Watch this. So it's a great point to pick it up. Pulls into the gas station. They were in tracking mode at the moment, so he had the luxury to just pull over like this, but gets out of the car, goes for a little jog. This is a carjacked vehicle, by the way. Runs over to this black Dodge Charger, gets in the back passenger seat, and at first, I thought it was a carjack, but you notice how quickly the car just took off from the pump? There was no way that person would be able to get into the front seat, turn the ignition on, all those things. So likely made a call for this person to be waiting at the gas station. And then the pursuit continued. But you can see now there's a LAPD airship that just flew in front of Stu Mundell. So there's no way that someone would have their car on while pumping gas. That doesn't make sense. And you're going to hear Stu come back on the mic here because they're going to pick it back up on TV. Stu's like, that wasn't a carjack. It wasn't a carjack. And then we'll pick it up from here.
VW. No, he didn't carjack it. He did not carjack it. He actually probably made some phone calls, had one of his friends meet him here at a gas station in the Sylmar area. I believe we're probably off of Pope. Now, LAPD helicopter saw this as well. He actually parked that stolen SUV right there at the gas station, at that 76 gas station, and then got in the back seat of this vehicle right here. Now we got back onto the freeway. We're going to be eastbound on the Pasadena 210, but it does look like we're changing lanes right now. So
Vice Button asks, who opts into a chase? Well, that person did. Whoever picked him up is now not only an accomplice, but is the driver.
They use tech, and they have friends that are going to help them out. But right now, this is what's going on. LAPD, they're also
Indeed,
aware
live
of it,
from
this vehicle
Hawaii.
driving much safer. So
Two
the driver
police
behind
chases.
the
I told you,
wheel
the moment
is
I leave Los
obeying
Angeles,
the
there's going to be
laws
chase
this
after chase
morning.
after
But
chase. It's
again,
just the way that it
was a
works.
good effort
I can't
by
go on
what they
vacation
could
without
say
multiple
by that
chases
suspect,
happening in
but
one day.
not good
We've
enough.
already got two.
We
For
were
those of you
able
just
to
joining
watch
us,
it. LAPD
this is the
helicopter
first
was
chase
above
at
it
6
as well.
a.m. this
And
morning
right
that
now,
nobody
that
saw.
black SUV, that
Nobody is
suspect
awake
that
for
was
this. No one in
driving
LA
the
is up
stolen
at 6
RAV4
a.m.
now in the back seat of this vehicle. But is LAPD are they going to pull him over? What are they going to do here? How are they going to handle this? This gets a little difficult. I know it's sad to say that having a stolen vehicle is not that big
I know
of
you
a
can
crime
run your car
anymore
while you're
as
filling
far
out,
as
but that
law
is,
enforcement is
I can think of
concerned.
least
So,
lesser
they're gonna have
dangerous
to put in
things
a lot
to
of
do.
resources and a lot of effort. If they pull this vehicle over, they take that person into custody. They're going to have to do prints. They're going to have to do this and that. It's going to be an effort for law enforcement to try to enforce the fact that this person was behind the wheel of a stolen car that he abandoned. And again, is that the only thing he did? That's kind of the big question. Maybe they'll get that person and run his name and then find out he's out. He's out again. He
Okay.
decided to
Jack Docido.
take a little run right here.
Going for a
Where are
little
we? I'm
jog
sorry,
this
we should
morning.
actually, put up the map for
Rocky
everybody.
Balboa going for a jog. Now
And you
we're
can see
back.
him. He's
We were
running
back
underneath the
live
bridge right there.
on
We're at Glen Oaks, and that's
Sky
going to be the
Fox. You can
118.
tell when
and
they
he
put
ran
the
underneath the
graphics
bridge.
back
You
on.
saw the LAPD helicopter.
He sees an
just flew
overpass,
through the
runs
shot as
right
well.
to it.
But we'll keep an eye on it. Maybe
Just
he's
a
going
quick
to be another
ejecto
friend,
Cedo.
and this time we won't be able to see
I'm
that.
telling you, these criminals are involved when they see an overpass and they know that's coverage against the helicopter.
On our toes this morning.
Goes into the passenger side of that vehicle, gets out, now is hanging out down here. And Sky Snitch is going to try and find him.
He ran out to the left of the freeway. That's what everybody's telling me. Law enforcement, the only is going to be the LAPD helicopter. There he is. I got him. Relax, everybody. I got him. But I love the help. I mean, you guys don't know on television on the other end of this screen is everybody's yelling in the studio like where this person is in my ear, which is fantastic. I love it. But you can see him there going for a little jog this morning. And LAPD, the helicopters got him as well, but we're going to keep an eye
talks a
on him
lot of
just to see
shit,
where
but
all
Stu
this
is
kind of
known
what
for
ends up.
losing
But, again,
suspects
suspect
many
making
times.
a large effort to evade officers from his stolen vehicle. There's that helicopter that I told everybody was there, but it's nice to have some visual verification. But again, just going for a nice jog. He's got his jogging suit on. He looks pretty relaxed and keeping an eye on the helicopters.
He had the downtown chase that ended up in that warehouse.
Running out of steam.
He's out of gas.
Maybe a little bit more exercise.
And I'm not talking about a car.
Would be better for your lifestyle.
He is reached the end of his turbo bar. We are now walking. And people usually like to hide out under pursuit trees. Yeah, he made it about a quarter of a mile before he ran out of gas.
Yeah, it was a casual sense light jog, and I think what he was holding in his hand might have been his hat. Got a bunch of people coming out looking. I thought maybe if that was his his destination. Turn it around. You know, I always love poking a little fun at these things, but you know, I do worry. Like when you see folks like that this morning, you got a family out there. They're getting ready to go to work, so there's a vehicle around. If this person stole a car, you just don't want to see anybody get hurt or any kind of violence take place. And this is what kind of worries me. You've got a family out there, and if they don't know this person, and they're, let's say dad is out there getting in the car, it's one of those ones where you worry. I worry that something's going to happen, somebody's going to get hurt, and you know, again, now Dylan is telling me that he's actually up the street, but I don't see him. And
let me guess, Stu, you lost him.
In the yard. That one?
He's so cocky.
White steel fence. Oh, there he is. There he is. I went too far. Okay, so he's running again. And you know what? This actually makes me feel better because, like I said, you had that innocent family right there. I saw somebody out there by one of the vehicles. I just didn't want to see him try to carjack or hurt somebody. But right now, making his way back out towards the major street. And again, thank you for everybody for helping me out. Like I said, I need more coffee. I know it's Friday, but it's been a rough start for me, kids. This is Pacoima. We're coming up onto Paxton and Glen Oaks. I believe we just made the little turn onto Glen Oaks right there. But this guy really starting to jog more and more and more. Sky Fox Dylan is on it this morning. He sees that we might start losing him behind buildings. And that's what he's
top
doing.
left of your screen, there's officers who are
rolling
rolling up on him finally.
Again, the LAPD get closer.
He's still going about his business.
Saying,
now he's at gunpoint.
Sir, could you please just? And I'm sure he's exhausted. He's probably kind of like,
please
thank
take me into custody.
At
least I can.
There you go.
Don't have to
LAPD
walk.
officers taking him into custody.
Just throw me in the back of the car.
Law enforcement.
Maybe there's a strategy
that guy
to this
that stole
tracking
that
mode
vehicle.
thing.
He's in the custody
Let them
right
eject
now.
Osito
LAPD
and just
doing their job.
exhaust
What a
themselves.
bunch of
And
resources
just arrest
to
him.
get this guy
Walk up to him.
into
This is
custody.
too
But
easy.
again, just keeping the public safe.
I'm
That
gonna
is
take
the
a
job,
nap
and
right
that is
here.
what they're doing.
Yeah.
And this morning they got that suspect, and and nobody was hurt, and no property damage as well.
I think Stu has a funny line before we sign off. Maybe not. All right, people, that's what you missed this morning. Told you it wasn't the 3-star chase. End of the world. Till next time.